Hello, my beautiful friends. How's everybody doing today? So today we're going to be testing out some more new makeup. Now, a few of you had asked me in a previous video if I had tried out the new Maybelline Lifter Plump and Glow Foundation, and I have not, but I was super excited that you guys did ask, if I would review it because I've been really interested in trying it out as well. But I do love when you guys, talk about products that are, in the comment section because number one, it gives me ideas for future videos, and also I can see what you guys are really interested in seeing. So yes, I did pick up that foundation, and of course when I'm out shopping I did pick up a few other new products that are out. I did get something in PR that I want to share with you guys, so if that seems like something you're going to enjoy, stick around. And if you're new today, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Laura. I am 54 years old, and here I love testing out products to see what works for us as we age. So if you guys want to see all these new products in action, please continue watching because we're about to get into all that right now. Okay, before we get started, can you believe that Christmas is just days away? I mean, it just came creeping up on us so quickly. But I will say, I am so impressed. I have all my shopping done. Everything's wrapped. I am ready to go, which is super impressive for me because usually I am out sometimes shopping on Christmas Eve and wrapping. So not this year. Everything has been done for, at least a week now. So I am super, super impressed with myself. And I feel so incredibly blessed to be so close to the kids, especially this year, just to spend it with them, and the first year without my father. And I know so many of us have lost a parent, both parents, siblings, and just loved ones. And it can be very, very difficult around the holidays. Yeah, it's going to be very hard this year, but I'm just going to really focus on, what I do have here and, my mom and the kids and family, and just really celebrate that, and also celebrate my dad. He will be here, I know, in spirit. So that's what we got to focus on to get us through with the holidays. So, but I can't even believe it. It's just days away. I'm really looking forward to sharing it, with the kids. Okay, let's get started with this makeup. And I did already prime my eyes, and I'm just going to do a very simple look because I do have a product I will be testing out. So I'm just going to be using this here, the Maybelline's Nude palette. I love this little palette. It was so impressive when I tested it out a couple weeks ago, and I have been using it so much. So I'm just going to do basically the same look that I did that one day because, yeah, that's just how I roll. So I'm going to start with this shade right here. Again, because I'm not really reviewing this palette, but I thought it would really go with what I'm going to be doing here in just a second. So I'm going to basically, like I said, just do the same look. I'm going to lay that shade, and it is just such a great palette and a great formula. So, are you guys all ready for Christmas? Are you done? I will say I did kind of cheat this year, not cheat, but I just don't have a lot of people to buy for this year. Being in Arizona, I just basically sent all of my nieces and nephews a cash, gift cards. So that was easy. So really the only people that I had to buy for was my mom and the kids, and we sent something out to Daryl's parents. So yeah, there wasn't a lot. So yeah, I will say, and the kids and we did really cut back this year because, like I told you guys, we're going to Vegas. It's just around the corner. I think it's like 2 weeks after Christmas. So, oh, on the outer corner, I just put this shade right here, just like before. This is my go-to look with this palette. Okay, so I did get this in PR. I'm so excited. I absolutely love Allie Glines. She sent me all of her new eyeliners. So this is by Ravie Beauty. It did come with a nice brush here too, and I did try one of the shades already. I couldn't help myself. So it comes in 4 different shades, and I do, this is the, what is this, the pencil sharpener. And I will say, if you need a sharpener, her sharpener is amazing. Okay, so let's swatch all of these shades, and we're going to try this out. Now, I will say about these eyeliners, if you didn't see her video, she is not an eyeliner person at all. She normally doesn't even apply it. So she wanted something that wouldn't be too intimidating. So these are more softer from what I am understanding. So let's swatch all of these shades right here. Okay, so this is the packaging itself, and I will say it's just very smooth to the touch. It just feels really nice on to touch it. So this is the shade Onyx. So again, these do have to be sharpened, but let's swatch this one and just, ooh, it's very creamy. I will say that. Again, I have tried it, but I haven't swatched it. I just applied it on my lid. But it's just very silky and creamy. And I will say that it does have more pigment than I was anticipating. But from my understanding, they are smudgeable. But once they do set down, they don't go anywhere. So anyway, we'll get into all that in a minute. And this one here is called Umber. So it looks like this. And maybe it has more like a red undertone. It's really pretty. It's just a very different shade. Really nice. And this one I did try. This one is called Drift. So this is like a chocolatey, chocolatey brown here. As you can see how much deeper that is than that umber shade. So very, very pretty. And then this one is more like for the waterline to really open your eye. And she didn't want something that's bright white or anything too, I guess, pink or peachy. So it's like in between a pink and a peachy. So it's called Dune. So that's what that shade looks like. So this is supposed to really look nice under the eye and or in that waterline. So isn't that nice? Yeah, that's why I never do that on my waterline, because it just looks like odd. You know, it's just so obvious that you have something in that waterline. So I'm hoping that's what this is all about. Okay, before we get into these liners, I forgot I did have another product to share with you. This is new by NYX, NYX, and it's called the Buttermelt Stick. So it looks like this. Now, let me just tell you, in real life, this is so small. So let me just grab something. So this is my sponge. I don't know, like on camera, it looks like it's so big because I did see somebody over on TT reviewing it. And anyway, it just it's much smaller in real life. And I got mine in the shade, this is called 01 Big Melt Energy. Now, from what I've seen, these are super, super blingy and yeah, but they're multi-use. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, it looks like there's just a lot of flecks, of glitter in there. And there's, I think like 6 or 7 different shades. So I just happened to pick one up because they're like $14 for this. So actually, I want to place this on my eyelid here. Ooh, it's just very silky, smooth, buttery. And let's just swatch this really quick. So I'm just going to place a little bit on the back of my hand. And that's what that looks like. So yeah, you can use this on the lids. You can use this, as a highlighter. So I'm going to be using all the different ways to use it today. I will say I thought it was going to be a lot more blingy on the eyelid. It's kind of disappointing for the lid. And I will say that it seems to almost take away my eyeshadow just a little bit. So on the lid, oh, that's a bummer. That's kind of why I bought it, because I'm not a huge highlighter person on the cheek, but maybe this will look really nice. Yeah, but as on the lid, it just, yeah, I mean, if you just lightly go in, yeah, the more that you touch it, the more it just kind of soaks into the skin. Well, that is a bummer. So yeah, I just had a different vision in my head regarding that. So what I'm going to have to do is actually go into this palette. I'm going to grab this shade right here and just place that as my shimmer. And hopefully, yeah, because I feel like that Buttermelt is too like an oil base and will just kind of, I don't know, take away the rest of my eyeshadow. Okay, I am just really worried now about putting that on my lid. Again, it just has like that oil base, but hopefully it will dry down maybe a little bit. And also it concerns me as I'm going in with this eyeliner, and I'm hoping it's not going to interfere with this formula. And I have to have my mirror here for what I'm about to do. So sorry if it's in our way. But usually I can just apply it with this mirror, but I do want to use both hands today. And I am going to, oh, you guys, I can't even tell you how buttery this eyeliner is. It is just so easy to apply. Now what I'm going to do is add quite a bit here on this outer corner here. And then this is the new brush that comes with that. I think you have to purchase this separately, but it came in my PR package. But this is her brush as well. So now what I'm going to do is just take this brush and really just feather that shade out. And as you can see how soft that is becoming. And it's just so, oh, it makes like a really nice wing. Now, with me, I feel like I still have to take my makeup wipe, and clean that up. But look at that. Ooh, that is so nice. And what I think I'm going to do too is just place a little bit at the lash line, and we'll see if there's a lot of transfer onto the lower lash line with that, because I know that's super important to a lot of people, is like if you place this on the upper lash line that it just kind of transfers down. So let's see if that happens. I really love how that eyeliner works and looks. So yeah, again, I am just going to place this one in between my lashes and on the waterline. I think it's pretty pigmented, but you know, I can see where, you know, she feathers it out and it does soften. And yeah, you know, it just works really nice on my lids too, because as you can see, I have tons of texture, wrinkles. I have the hooded eyes. So yeah, it's just a very, very nice eyeliner. So if you're looking for something super creamy that you can kind of move around, and then, you know, but you want it to not move. So let's just see. Once it dries down, as you can see, I mean, it's not moving or smudging or anything. And that's just been here for a couple minutes. That's super, super impressive. Love the eyeliner. So everything, I swear, that I've tried from Ravie Beauty, I'm not just saying this because I adore Allie. Honestly, everything that she has put out has been amazing products. So, you know, whatever the claims are, that's what it's been. So, I mean, you can't argue with it. It's just really good products. Okay, let's get into the complexion. So the only thing that I did use today is my moisturizer. Of course, is I use this all the time. I'm not kidding you guys. So I did see, yeah. So I've had this over a month when it launched, basically. And that's how much product I still have. And I use 2 pumps every single day. So, and I already purchased my backup. Great, great moisturizer. If you're looking for a good one, I mean, it is really nice. It works on my mature skin. It just gives it hydration. My skin feels super silky. It gives like a little bounce, and it works excellent under makeup. Okay. All right, let's get into this foundation. I am going to take some blotting sheets though, and I do remove any of the excess oils that have already begun, and also any skincare that is just sitting on top of my skin. So I just like to do that because, as you can see, look how much has already happened. So, okay, and I do want to share with you this Catrice product. So I reviewed this in a video. I'll place that here so you guys can see some of these products in action. But this is called the Magic Shine Eraser. Now, let me just tell you, you guys were telling me the one that I was thinking about it's called Mally. Now, it was very similar to this. It was really expensive. I think it was $30. But this one, I'm telling you, I like 10 times better. 10 times. It is just wonderful. Now, here's what I've been doing with this product here. I've been actually using it under my foundation as well. So I'm just going to take a little bit and like almost like a primer, a pore filler, because it really fills in the pores really nicely. And also, I have noticed that it really helps with controlling the oils throughout the day. So this is a great little product here and very inexpensive. Okay, so let's try this Lifter Plump and Glow foundation. So I got mine in the shade, it looks like a 113. So let's hope that this shade works out. So this has, you know, pretty good claims too. Now this is 90% skincare. So my suggestion with products that have tons of skincare in it is to not apply tons of skincare, you know, prior to going in with this, because yeah, I just found that if I use too much skincare that it can become a little problem. So I'm just going to place this on the back of my hand. I placed about 2 pumps and we're going to see how the shade works and look. So I think it's going to be okay. It does look a little peachy, which I don't mind. I would rather it be more on the peachy side than yellow. Okay, so like I mentioned, it has 90% skin caring base, supercharged with 2% niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, long-lasting hydration up to 24 hours, buildable coverage from a sheer natural glow to a fuller coverage base and a radiant finish. And this comes in 24 shades and retails for $15.99. Okay, so that is what it looks like. I did just a very light coverage. Now, I honestly thought there was going to be a more of a glow. As you can see, it's not super glowy whatsoever. And I am just going to see if it is buildable, just to see what it would look like. So yeah, I was expecting more of, I don't know, maybe glowy skin, radiant, I guess. You know, for me, it does look more on the matte side. It's definitely in between a matte and a silky finish, but it looks pretty good. It doesn't look super dry. It doesn't look like it's, you know, settling in my wrinkles or accentuating them, especially around the mouth. That's where a lot of my foundations can look kind of more like garbage. But actually, this is really nice because for a more matte finish for me, it looks pretty darn good on my skin. So this is what it looks like. I don't feel like it is accentuating my wrinkles, maybe slightly. And also I feel like this is going to be a foundation that looks better the more that it sits on my skin. I can usually tell those kind. So I would say even with that a little bit more application, I would say it is like a solid medium coverage. I'm sure you can build it up to where it'd be even more full coverage, but I've been liking a more lighter coverage lately. I don't know what's going on with me, but as of right now, I think it's very pretty. I think the shade match is pretty darn close. So far, so good. This might be another Maybelline favorite, you guys. We will see. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try it. I don't know. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. But I will tell you, I'm going to go in with this product here. This is called Dr. Malaxin. I've been hearing a lot about this. So it's like a stick. And I'm just going to place a little bit under the eye just to see if it will help this product. Because when I reviewed it, if you didn't see that, my under eyes looked pretty darn bad. It just really creased on me. I'm sure maybe that product's not going to help, but yeah, but it settled in every wrinkle. So I'm just going to be very light-handed with this one, and just see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to use the brush that I got with that, and let's just blend this out and see if that little cream product helps with it. Okay, so far okay with that concealer today, and I'm definitely glad that I added that because I could just tell it was not going to be a pretty. Okay, so what I think I'll do is just apply the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back and share with you what else I purchased when I was out shopping. Okay, so off camera, I already applied my bronzer or contour because I used my LA Girl, a Contour Envy wand. And then I also applied my mascara. And what I used was my new Maybelline Lash Sensational Body Mascara. So I really do love this mascara. If you do get this, open it and let it sit in your drawer for about a week, because at first I was like, now I do absolutely love it. Okay, and then I will tell you as well, this does not dry down. It's very emollient still, so just FYI on that. Okay, so I did get a new powder, and it's by NYX, and this is called the Wonder Snatch. Now, let me just tell you what is going on with the miniature products, because look how small this is. Again, this is that other NYX product. I mean, are they making them for Barbie dolls? I don't get it because they're so tiny and you don't get a lot of product in this. I was looking at that. You only get 6 grams. Now, let me put that in perspective. This is Wet n Wild. This is 6 grams, and this is let's see, 20 grams. So, and I think this was like $14, I want to say. So can someone explain that to me? I don't understand this, but we're going to try this out because it's supposed to be a fabulous. It's supposed to really blur. It's supposed to make your makeup last all day. We're going to test all that out. So I did get the shade 01 Sugar Serve. So let's read up on this powder. You know, maybe it'll tell me why it's so small, but it says it's a loose setting powder delivering up to 16 hours of sweat-proof wear, and an airbrushed skin perfection. Yeah, it just says Meet Wonder Snatch, a loose setting powder, the ultimate finish look. I don't know, you guys, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different shades. They have pink, peach, a really deep shade for those with a darker complexion. Yeah, I don't understand why this is so small. If somebody does know, let me know. So let's open this up. Now, I will say I do like, I'm going to just remove that there is like a open, and close. So, if you do go traveling, it doesn't go flying everywhere. So as you can see, yeah, you can close it right off. But let's try this out and see what the hype is all about. So I will say it looks pretty finely milled. Yeah, it's very thin, I can tell. And I'm only going to do one side, you guys, because I like doing that with my wear tests. And let's just see what it looks like. So I'm going to place that right here where I have the most pores and see what it looks like. Now, I will say it's very soft and smooth. Let me take my poof and just see, because I normally like just using my brush because I feel like it just goes on much lighter. But let's put it right here and just see if it looks super powdery. And no, it's very undetectable, I will say, on the skin. So I am going to place quite a bit on my nose though, and just see if that does help with my oils throughout the day. And I'm only going to place it on the tip. I'm not going to place it on this side. Yeah, it's very, I will say that, it's very undetectable. So I'm going to place a little bit more in here. So I feel though, With it being so light, um, maybe not. I feel like I do have to apply a little bit more, and that could be the reason why I'm doing that is because it is so undetectable on the skin that I feel like there's not a lot there. So this is the difference with and without the powder. Let's try it under the eyes. This is the scary part. So I am going to remove just a little bit off my poo-poo. I'm just going to really press under the eyes because the concealer can be, I will say, I feel like nothing is happening. I feel like I'm not applying anything because I can't tell. Wow. Okay. Very nice powder, but please make it in bigger packaging. I do not get that. I will say, I can't lie. This powder is pretty amazing. I don't know. I have reservations about it making a difference with my makeup, because I feel like, I don't know, like there's nothing on my skin. It's just bizarre. Okay, so far, all right, so far, so good. I really do like this. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. I really like this. Okay, so under the eyes, I am going to go back into my Ravie Beauty liners here, and I'm going to use this beautiful umber. It is such a beautiful brown. So I'm going to place that on the outer corner, and I'm just going to take a little bit, and then I'm going to use that brush and just try to blend that in. Oh yeah, see how it really moves that product around? And I mean, I just put that basically on the outer. Ooh, that is absolutely beautiful. But it shears it down. Let's try this eye just so you guys can see. Hold on. My eye is watering already. Shocking. And I'm going to, again, just place this on the outer corner. And what's pretty impressive is that I do have some tears going on this outer corner, and it applied over that beautifully. But yeah, as you can see how easily that moves when you first place it, just like her lip liners. You know, it goes on really creamy and beautifully, but once it dries down, they aren't going anywhere. Okay, so I do want to try this beautiful shade as well, the Dune, and place that in this waterline and just see what it looks like and if it really does open my eye. So, wow, that is super pretty. Yeah, it's not that stark white, and it's not that, I don't know, like a peach or something that looks ridiculous. So this is very wearable. It looks very natural. It doesn't, look like I don't even know. That's why I don't do it, because it just looks ridiculous on me. But this is just very, very natural. It looks like your normal waterline, but just brightened, It looks very, very nice. Okay, for blush, I think I'm just going to use my one here by e.l.f. It's the Primer Infused Matte Blush, and this is in the shade Always a Crushing. So let's just place a little bit of a color into my cheeks here. And these are just really nice blushes. They're super long lasting. I feel like they work really well with mature skin because they are smoothing, and I think it's because of the primer infused that's in it. So yeah, these are just really nice. Okay, and then let's go back into this and let's try it on the cheeks and just see what it looks like on the cheeks. So I have quite a bit here. And I am just going, now a lot of people just go in and, draw it on their skin, but I think I'm just going to use my finger and just tap it in with my sponge. Now, as a highlighter, I think it's nice, I mean, I honestly thought it was going to be more blingy. Let's just go in with the stick itself and see if it's picking up my blush. Not too bad, slightly, but there is, pretty glitter in it. I mean, it's not a bad product. Is it my favorite? No. Am I blown away? No. I think the packaging is super cute. Maybe I'm just not using enough or, I don't know, right? But I will say these are way better. Me personally, I think these ones by Moira are just absolutely beautiful. I raved about these in another video. So this one, I mean, it's okay. It's just okay for me. I was expecting something way different. Okay, so the only other product that I have is new is this here. These are these liners here by NYX. It's called the Lip Lingerie. So this is more like a stain. It has a felt tip, a pen, and I got mine in the shade. It looks like a Cuff Me. So let's see what this is all about. So I don't know if I'm supposed to shake these, but this is what they look like. And I've been really just dying to try these out. So let's see how it works. And, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know about this application with the tip here. I feel like the tippy tip, where that little ball is, like a lot of product isn't coming out there, but it's all like in this area there. So if I press, my lips on that or press it against my lips, yeah, as you can see, if I use just the ball, nothing is really coming out. I'm honestly confused with this product, but the shade is super pretty. I'm not getting this how to use this. So again, if I'm doing something wrong, let me know, but I don't know why that little ball here wouldn't be functional. I don't get it. Yeah, I thought that this would be the part that would make it a lot easier. Yeah, if I go on the side, I'm finding more product comes out, but yeah, I mean, we'll see if it stains. I will place a little bit on the back of my hand just for, that's using the tip. I mean, it comes out, but it's not very pigmented, I don't think. And it's just very hard. Now, if I use the side, as you can see, yeah, that's where all the product is. I don't get it. Anyway, we'll see if it stains, but again, a very pretty shade. And I'm going to go in with this again. This is called the Miley Cyrus. I think it is their collab with Maybelline. And this is in the shade 101 Upstate. So I love this lipstick. It is so creamy. It's a beautiful shade. Yeah, love it. So, and it has like a really pleasant scent to it. It's just very subtle. So, okay, you guys, we are definitely going to do some wear testing here. I will say I do love the foundation as of right now. I think everything looks really good. Yeah, it's not looking, I will say, if anything, maybe on the forehead, it looks a little dry. It's a lot drier than I thought it was going to be, and I have heard others say that as well. Just because it says plump and glow, in your head you think of something different. But I'm not going to use any setting spray today. I only use powder on this side of my face, and this is what the makeup is looking like so far. Okay, you guys, since you did like my bangs in the other video, I did purchase another kind on Amazon. Now, this one is more thick, where the other one that I purchased is more wispy. This one is a thicker bang, and so it looks like this. So it's very similar to the other one. Again, it's just going to have more thickness here in the front. So I think I'm going to go probably about right here. And yeah, you guys liked me and bangs. So I think this is just a great option. You know, especially like me, I wouldn't want to have bangs permanently. And I love that I can do this just to change things up. They're super inexpensive on Amazon. And yeah, I think they're just super fun. Yeah, as you can see, this one is just, I think, a little bit more thick than the other one. And as you can see, you can kind of sweep it to the side. You could probably put it way more back to make them shorter. But I think that this looks fun. So this is what I'm going to wear all day today. And also I will be coming back with a different shirt. It's actually going to be 80 degrees today. I just looked on the weather app. I'm like, oh no. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be in a different shirt. So this is what the makeup is looking like right now. As of right now, I do like the foundation. I love this powder. I just wish that it was bigger. The only thing that you guys seen that I'm not super impressed with is this. Is it a horrible product? No, I'm just not impressed with it. And I really got it to use it on my eyelid. And so I really can't use much of that. All right, you guys, I'm going to show you what it looks like in natural lighting of the foundation, and then I will come back later. But let's test these eyeliners super quick just to see how they do hold up against water. So that is with water here. And yeah, they are not, yeah, it's not going anywhere. I mean, it's hardly even fading. So let's try this lip liner as well. So yeah, I mean, it stays pretty good. So that lip liner, you know, the lingerie, it is long wearing. It's just the application is not what I thought. All right, you guys, I'll be seeing you in just a few, just again to show you what it looks like in natural lighting. And then we'll be back in about 8 hours later. Oh, let's see what time it is. Okay, it is 1:30 in the afternoon. I am going to be running around. I have to get some grocery shopping done. And then, yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so this is what the makeup looks like in natural lighting. Again, that's that eyeliner. I mean, look how nice that looks. It's so pretty, and I do love that shade in the waterline. Really, really nice. It's not in your face, you know, stark white, just very natural. And I did wash my hands, and it's still on. Very nice eyeliners. As for the foundation, I think it looks pretty good. The only place that I might have some concern was it did look a little dry, like right through here and on the forehead, but everywhere else it looks good. I don't feel like it's accentuating my wrinkles or texture. I have wrinkles and texture, so I'm 54 years old, but it's not accentuating it. I don't feel. This side does have the powder. I feel like this side definitely looks smoother than this side. Yeah, I can tell a huge difference. Now, I will say that highlighter, it still feels, it feels greasy to the touch. I mean, it really does. I feel like it's going to slip around. I definitely feel like it's going to interfere with that blush, where the blush is not going to stay on as long. And then I'm hoping my eye makeup doesn't disappear because of it either. But I did lock it down with some more eyeshadow. So yeah, you guys, as of right now, I think it looks really good. I think the shade match is absolutely perfect with the foundation, and yeah, time will tell. So I will be back hopefully around 8 o'clock tonight and show you what things are looking like. All right, you guys, see you in a bit. Okay, it is now 8:27 p.m. So we made it about 7 hours, which I think is a really good wear test. Okay, let's talk about this foundation. First of all, I did not expect it to wear as well as it did. It didn't say that it was a long-lasting foundation. It just mentioned hydration, you know, for 24 hours. So yeah, for being long wearing, it is. Just FYI, because honestly, it still looks pretty much, you know, the same as it did when I applied it earlier. Now, the powder I applied on this side of my face, and this side has none. The only real difference that I can tell with the side that has the powder is it looks smoother to me. But other than that, I mean, the makeup is still pretty much intact everywhere on this side of the face. Everywhere. I mean, even on my nose, it looks fabulous. So I don't know if it's a combination of applying this under my makeup. Like I told you, it really made a difference. Yeah, it has made a difference with my foundations lately, and I don't know if this helps. So the only thing with this is I wish it was in a bigger container. You know, that's my only real beef with this product. I don't understand why it's in a travel size or for Barbies. You know, I don't get that. But it's a wonderful powder. It's really undetectable on the skin. But this foundation, I am just really blown away by it. Honestly, I like it so much better that it's been sitting on my face than it did earlier. Earlier, it kind of looked dry, but it was so lightweight, I couldn't really tell. It didn't feel dry. It just looked a little drier. And again, I think it's because of what it says. It says plump and glow. So you expect like a really dewy foundation, a glowy foundation, and it's not on me. But I love how it looks right now. But look at this, you guys. I mean, it is still completely intact. Now, again, you know, that, I don't know, that product, that NYX product I put on my eyelid, as you can see, you know, it's creasing really bad. So for the eyelids, yeah, it's a no. But, you know, I did notice when I was editing so far that it looks really pretty as a highlighter. But for $14, you know, I guess it's just a preference for you. I think you could get really blingy. You could get it to be really blingy, but again, I feel like it's going to lift some of your makeup. So I'm just not a huge fan of this product. But yeah, other than that, I absolutely love the foundation. I love the Ravie Beauty eyeliner. I mean, it looks still really good. It stayed, you know, put all day. Even in the waterline, there's still makeup or eyeliner in there. So I am just super, super impressed. And honestly, this little lip liner, if I can get the hang of it, it was super long lasting. Like I had color on my lips even prior to coming on right now. All right, you guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please hit that like button, share this video. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. I would love to get there by the end of the year. I don't think it's possible, but you never know. So just share, like, and comment, and that really does help so much. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. Have a Merry Christmas. I probably won't be back until after Christmas. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy Christmas time with your family. Just truly love and cherish your time with your family. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. I love you so much. And until next time.